Hello, and welcome back, everybody. I hope the quarantine's going all right for you. I hope the create task is going well so far, and you got some cool stuff, some interesting ideas that you're hashing out. There's no PowerPoint for this week because not much to say other than we're following this outline here, working on our create task. I don't have a whole lot to add that this document doesn't cover, so I'm just going to read off of it. And if you need to refer back to it, just look on the survival guide. I think that's best for everybody. It is Virtual Spirit Week, and Monday we're talking about mental health wellness. So I wanted to share what I've been doing, which is a lot of yoga. Highly recommend. You just YouTube up some yoga instruction. Got half an hour ones, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever you want. And you just follow those along. I think they really help me out a lot. So if you haven't tried those, highly recommend. Let's go ahead and talk about the task. If you're following the timeline, which you should be, we're hopefully done with the first 4 hours. Meaning you have a good, solid foundation of your program. You have good ideas for how you're going to do the abstraction, how you're going to do the algorithm with the two included algorithms. You've basically got the skeleton of your program done. It's working, hopefully a little bit. And now you're just kind of ironing out the details and filling in the gaps. So we're going for hours 5 through 8 this week. You should finalize all programming. You shouldn't be writing any more code after this, hopefully. Now, quickly, I know for a fact there are those of you out there who are trying to put this off until the last moment. Please do not do this to yourself. This is not a difficult project. It's very straightforward. All the criteria for it are clearly outlined. Can get 100% on this easily, but it's going to be so much harder if you try to do it the last second. So please, follow the survival guide, get it done. Don't try to put it off. Okay, now speaking to everybody, not just those few of you, we're going to be finishing up our code and then working on answering 2B. So let's go ahead and let's talk about 2B. So don't forget, there's this checklist down here. You can go through here and read all these things and kind of check them off as you do them. So let's talk about 2B, which is the part you should hopefully have done by the end of this week. This is the hardest prompt. That's why we're doing it first. We also did a practice one of these, and I gave you feedback, so please go back and look at that if that's going to be helpful to you. I think it might be. There's a lot of parts to this one. That's why a lot of people have trouble with it. You're supposed to describe the incremental and iterative development process for your program. That's step 1. Focusing on 2 distinct points in the process. Step 2. And describe the difficulties and/or opportunities you encountered and how they were resolved or incorporated. In your description, clearly indicate whether the development was collaborative or independent. At least one must refer to independent. So, take a look at some pitfalls here. You need to talk about the whole programming process. So from start to finish, how did you think about programming? How did you lay it out? How did you break apart the various problems you encountered? How did you solve them? You should not talk about 2 points in time. Do not do that. Don't be like, well, in the middle of this one function I had a problem, and then another problem. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear the entire process that got you there. You need to make clear to them that you're iterative and incremental, meaning you tested a little bit, you went back and added some. You tested, you added some. Make it clear to them that's how you went about it. Lastly, do not focus on design decisions. So how to lay out a screen is not a problem you encountered. That's just some thoughts you had. Okay. A problem would be this function wouldn't run correctly, or it wouldn't render the screen properly. That would be a problem. Just deciding where a button should go is not a problem you should write about. Difficulties and opportunities, doesn't matter what you pick. You can have two difficulties, you can have two opportunities, one of each, doesn't matter. You should be clear in how you resolve these things. Again, this is going back to that area of an incremental piece. You tested your code, you found a problem, you fixed it. That's what they want to see. Or you were thinking about the next step for your code and you saw an opportunity, right? Iterative and incremental the whole way. And lastly, make it clear to them if you work by yourself or with someone else. At least one of the problems needs to be from when you were working by yourself. So make sure you do that. So here's a checklist. It's probably the most difficult prompt once again. So if you can do this one well, the rest won't be so bad. Right? You have to have overall development, difficulty, and an opportunity, difficulty, and an opportunity. Right? So 3 components here. Okay, that's really all I got for this week. You have an assignment. The assignment is posted on modules for this week. It's the week 6 check-in. Oh, sorry, it's not in there yet, but it will be in a second. So the week 6 check-in, and it's really straightforward. I just want to see the progress you've made on your code. You get 5 points for it. So right here, you can send it to me as text or as a file. I don't really mind either way. That's all I have. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I'm available for Zoom meetings. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Can't really help you directly with the code though, because, well, it's an independent project. Okay, stay safe. Take it easy, guys. I hope I see you soon. Bye.